Hi Aquarius, welcome to your reading for the week beginning the 15th of June 2025. The energy around this reading is of the Hierophant, which is about you moving away from old paradigms, old things in your life. So moving away from the way you were brought up, educated, the early part of your life, and connecting more and more with your higher self and what you're here for. It's also the card of organizations that are more caring of the people they serve and less hierarchical. And this fits very much with the whole Aquarian truth of power being more linear rather than hierarchical, which is what it has been. And we're going into a period now where Pluto is in Aquarius, and so there are changes to that as well. So you may be finding this happening on the personal level to do with the Hierophant and organizations, or it may just be that you are becoming more spiritual and connecting more with your higher self and what you're here for, and realizing your own power. This is all about realizing that you have the power to create what you want in your life, and that it doesn't have to be dictated to you from others. So it's very exciting times. So here we have you analyzing situations. And this is asking you to analyze situations to do with what is your truth and honesty and integrity to yourself, and to not sabotage yourself by not trusting in that. Aquarians are pretty good at analysis and at looking at what is right for them. And this is both around what you need materially for your own success and also who you need in your life. You may have someone you think of and they may come back into your life and they may be a very good match. So this does look like there's some sort of new beginning for many of you around love and who is right and who isn't. There is an issue to do with boundaries here, and this is the line of karma. So these are the karmic lessons that you've come in, and you may have already gone through this, but this is not allowing anyone to be explosive or blaming you for things that are their own issue. And it's not allowing any sort of negativity in relationships, and having boundaries to do with that. Having people around you who come from love. And this is where you're moving. You're moving into this long-term situation. You also have endings and new beginnings around work for many of you. This is extremely exciting. It's talking about something new that you bring in suddenly, some sort of new opportunity. However, you may have been planning this for quite a while and have goals, and this is to do with you increasing your financial stability in some way, but to watch out to not be some sort of workout addict. Aquarians can work very hard sometimes and need to know when to relax and have some time off. But this is something that you're creating. The Empress is the card of creativity, and the Ten of Wands is about you thinking about what you want to bring in, and it could be something new and innovative. But it's definitely to do with goals. The star is about goals, and it is the card of Aquarius. So it could be something quite ahead of its time too. So this leads to an increase in your income and greater financial stability in the longer term. Well, in the shorter term, actually. Again, this creativity and something that you're very good at. So have a think about, if you haven't actually already started on this path, it's about working out what you need. Remember, analyzing what you need, that's coming up here, to do with your financial stability. Both the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles are similar in that way, that they are to do with financial stability. You may have the advice or the support to do with women here. There's a Queen of Pentacles. Often earth sign women are good at working out financial situations or encouraging you to do with your work. And this is a woman who is very emotionally supportive and loving and kind. But it is about listening to your own wisdom, and the Hermit is your own wisdom, but it's also to do with past life knowledge that you've brought in. and you will be rewarded not only financially, but also your reputation will grow, and people will be very appreciative of what you do. It is an extremely positive time. Of course, the tower is coming up in many spreads at the moment, but the tower is about us stepping out of our comfort zones and embracing the unknown. And often that's the key to unlocking this new life. So the karmic wheel of your life could be turning to the chapter where you have one door shutting and another door opening. It could be also that you feel like you don't have all of the knowledge, or you don't have all of the pieces of the jigsaw there at the moment, but it's about diligently working and crafting this. And working out justice is about you working out what you want to achieve in this lifetime. It's a very big card. It's a major arcana card. They're also talking here about any sort of conflict to do with maybe a legal situation or a large organisation, and working at sorting that out. And it does look positive, but we can check with that too. So there's some big opportunities here for you. It's about moving ahead, and this is specifically over the next year, but the tower is this change, and it's about not going against what you feel is right for you, but also being aware to step into the unknown, being able to step into the unknown towards new beginnings. Death is endings and new beginnings. So let's explore further. You may feel like there's a lot of competition around you, or you may be getting mixed messages from someone. Where there's not clarity, it's probably not the time to act right now. But at the same time, they're saying get everything organized in your life and get your thoughts organized. This can be overthinking. So having some sort of process, or something in your life where you can find peace within your thoughts is imperative, really. And then from that creative space, you can bring in your full potential. The Eight of Swords is about you reaching your full potential and not stopping yourself with your thoughts. This blindfold is indicating that you are being asked to listen to your intuition. And there is great victory over the difficulties that you're going through, both to do with conflict and competition, other people's judgment, and not allowing that to stop you. The Seven of Cups is saying, you may be scattering your thoughts. You're thinking of too many things. Choose one, bring one in, and start to create that. And hidden things will be revealed. They are asking you to listen to your intuition. And this could lead to a golden opportunity and a new beginning. It is over the next several years, but you have to take that first step. And remember, over here, it's showing you having success early on, but this success looks to continue or increase in some way. The Ace of Swords is, at least 10 years. So it's great victory in the long term over the difficulties that you're going through. And it is about listening more and more to your intuition. So yes, we're all going through emotional lessons at the moment, and often they are just to do with thoughts recurring and things coming up for us to clear. And so it may be that you're reflecting on past intense experiences or conversations, or places where you might have done something that you wish you hadn't done. But really, it's all a learning experience. You may have given too much to people, or you feel like you've given too much to people. But the lesson you've learnt through that is to put yourself first and make yourself happy. It doesn't mean that you are not helping other people. It's just that you can't overextend yourself and help other people before you look after yourself. And this decision leads to you being able to bring in some sort, or actually it may just occur, these opportunities coming in from the past to do with that affect your home in some way, in a positive way, because this is divine intervention. Homes come up here as well. Some of you may be moving. The Chariot, when it's next to a 4, often indicates moving, and you may at the moment not know where that's going to be or how that's going to occur, but it will fall into place. And the timing of it is over months rather than years or anything. So this is 2, 3, 4 months. And you love it. So don't lose hope if that's what you're looking for. This is extremely positive. And friendships coming in from the past. The Knight of Wands often about friendships, but this could be communication with someone you haven't heard from for a while. And when the 4 of Swords comes up to do with the devil's fear, and the 4 of Swords is peace. So it's you finding peace from fear. And the way to do with this is through the higher self. It may be meditation, it may be hypnotherapy, it may be, but something that accesses the subconscious and the higher self. This is clearing anything any sort of trauma from the past, shining the light on that trauma to do with a new beginning to do with your health. And then you can really throw yourself into this new work situation, or in this case, it's something that you already have the skill and knowledge to do, and it involves communication, and it may be revived in some way with the Sun. The Sun is a very positive card. It is the card of new beginnings, but it is also long-term, and it's like you feel that you have the luck shining on you. This is the card that flipped over when I was shuffling the Magician and meditating on Aquarius and connecting to the Aquarius collective. And the Magician is that part of you that has access to all of the it's alchemy. You can change things, and it's quite radical thought, which Aquarians are quite good at. Often Aquarians are at the forefront of new ideas and new ways forward. And this is showing this is your success by listening and by these new beginnings to do with your knowledge of your past life knowledge, because this is to do with your past lives and people coming in from the past lives, and also you accessing that power in your work and career. You may be doing 2 things at once with this work situation. So, you might already be working in one area and then you're starting something new, in your spare time. It seems to access people all over the world. This, for me specifically, is the Americas, so North and South America, and new opportunities to connect with people all over the globe, really. This is Europe. So, yeah, they're saying everywhere. From your home, this is working from home. So you may be honing this work situation, but it seems to indicate success right from the start. And this is a vision that you have. It's on your path. You feel this is something you're meant to be doing. It's a reason for being on Earth. And again, the Magician is that. It's why did you come to Earth? It is to be of service. It is to help in some way. It is to create something new. And so don't fight against it. Yes, it is stepping into the new and the unknown, and it may be stepping away from what you're familiar with and successes that you've had in the past. But it's opening up to this really exciting new path. When the Magician comes up, they're talking about your star family, and so we'll see. These are the starseed cards, so we'll see what they have to say to you, what their message is. All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. So this fits very much with the energy around this reading of the Hierophant, your intuition, your inner authority, rather than listening to authorities, external authorities. These are the affirmation cards for Abraham Hicks. It is natural for my body to be well. Interesting, I just intuitively went to put it onto the 10 of Swords, which is next to the card of Strength. Strength is health. And the 10 of Swords is a depletion of energy. When it's associated with health, it can be nervous energy, it can be exhaustion. So yes, it's natural for my body to be well. It's about not pushing yourself to the limits. You need to meditate, you need to relax, you need to have quiet time or have fun times. Abandon worry, and that fits here very much as well. So there's some very encouraging ideas coming up through these affirmation cards, or advice, we should say. Earth. Diversity, motherhood, nourishment. You have a safe and beautiful home. If you are wanting to move, that would be a lovely affirmation to say, I have a safe and beautiful home. And feel the gratitude of having that, and visualize what you want to bring in. So they're very encouraging. And yes, there are changes here that you are not totally aware of yet, but realizing your own power is why we're here. And that's why I think I'm here, to teach people that we can create our own reality and that we have a huge influence on our own lives, to not feel that things are fated, to not feel that we don't have the ability to change our lives. And this very much is talking about that. So yeah, it's extremely exciting. Treat it like an experiment. Your analytical thought, looking at it, play around with affirmations, play around with meditation, play around with bringing things in through your psychic ability or your intuition, choosing paths to do with your intuition. Treat it like a scientific experiment. And that then stimulates both your scientific mind and your intuitive part of your mind. And yeah, it's exciting and leads to great victory. So have a wonderful week, Aquarians, and I shall see you next week. And yeah, God bless.